All right, guys, we are all set up at the flea market. This is our setup. Jessica has already sold some Legos. Let's show you some stuff that we've picked up recently. She's got a lady coming here to pick up Starbucks. All right, you know what these guys are? These are beer can holders. I sold this one alone for $25. I don't find too much stuff off the knickknacks, but I got these two guys. They just look adorable. They go for like 15-20 bucks a piece. So here's another one. You can check in here. 1990. Already had some interest on the Goosebumps. I haven't listed these yet. So there's a Goosebumps number 1 and 2. Look at these numbers. 17,000 likes, almost 700 comments, 1.7 thousand shares. And this listing is at $275 with 20 hours left. There we go. Books of my childhood right here. All right, we're grabbing these. And I got these Choose Your Own Adventure books from the 80s. I saw these and immediately went back to my childhood. Some G.I. Joe cards, some old banks. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
This is our flea market bin, $5. We got the books. Brought out the heavy hitters today. Say hi to our neighbors. They're always nice. And we'll see how it goes, guys. Here's the vinyl Funko Pops and just toys I need to get rid of. I picked these up hoping I would come across the Imaginext figures. So these are the Imaginext figures, but I never found SpongeBob or Scooby-Doo. They are very pricey figures. And then I have the turtle setup and then posters. And normally I don't dress up like this, but at freezing temperatures overnight, doing what I was telling you I was going to do, and that shake hands, get to know people a little bit better. You know, if I wasn't going to do well out here, at least I was going to get to know people, so I could at least call them by name next time. That's the setup on the truck with posters. Somebody digging through the toys. There you go. Yeah, there's one.
Okay, that's a different guy.
Yeah.
It's the hunt that he likes.
You're a really good father.
But I like the hunt too.
I don't always hunt for myself. Like, I always like to get to know people and say, hey, man, what are you looking for? And then he goes, what are you looking for? And we look for each other.
So if I subscribe to your YouTube channel, I can get this for $15?
I make it so easy that even anybody with a phone can do it.
If I also follow your Instagram, then can I have it for $15?
Oh, wow. She's a tough negotiator. I'll do 15.
All right.
Tough negotiator. Take her home, please. As long as it goes to a good home, too.
It will.
The one nice thing about it being pretty sparse here is when you have 2 parking spots full of stuff, you're going to be busy all day. Blanco glass that we found at Goodwill. You guys are on YouTube and you watch anything. Antique Nomad, George. He taught me everything I need to know about Blanco glass. I picked that up at Goodwill for $1.49. She walked right past it, didn't even know what it was. She's learning.
And what if you're wrong and it's not Blanco and it's Murano?
You told me it was Blanco.
I did not.
She told me it was Blanco.
Nope.
She set me up. You think it's Murano now? How dare you set me up? So how do you know a Longa
burger
burger basket?
Here's how it's spelled.
Okay.
And this one was made in 1988.
Okay.
And it was Wisconsin, burned down, maybe 20 years ago.
So that's the big thing. It's like the factory burned down.
These were very, very popular.
Yeah, that looks like a Longa burger to me. So like one basket looks like all baskets. So how do you know? Is it made of wood versus straw?
Well, see how heavy that is? Those are really well made. It's just kind of just a fun one.
Got it. Okay. It has like a wood grain to it.
Right.
How much for this basket?
Okay. Originally, this was like $50, and then I paid $50 for this. If I can get $35, I would be happy.
Oh, okay. All right. We're getting rid of the Micro Galaxy Squadron. Some kid is going to get another Christmas here.
No, he has to wait till his birthday.
Thank goodness he sold stuff in that booth. Now it's time to go restock it.
Well, yeah, I put some Tron in there. There's a Tron movie coming out.
That's a hole. Look at that hole. Oh my gosh, look at all those holes in the booth.
No. Did you have fun at the flea market, Mom?
I got a new bank because my monkey's full.
Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, you're welcome.
My mom's hustling me for a new piggy bank. I got a soda in exchange. We sold these VHS, all pre-Disney. You know, I didn't find all 5 at once. But when I found them, I would bundle them together. Finally sold for $40 on Facebook Marketplace. Back at Ross, finally got a 2-pack. All right, we sold this Funko Pop set of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy for $20 on Etsy. I don't pick up a lot of Funko Pops from Ross, but I picked this one up. It was such a good pairing. And my third sale of the year is more books, and it's the Bourne Identity series. Bourne Identity First Edition, Bourne Supremacy First Edition, Bourne Ultimatum First Edition. Those three went out the door on eBay for $74.99. We sold this DVD that I just got last week. This was a couple dollar pickup at Goodwill, and I sold it for $25 on Etsy. Why does this go? It's harder to find out of print, right? And in excellent condition discs. Plus, it's not a bad movie. I actually kind of liked it. Terry Garr. This is going to be a Christmas present for my shipper. And then this is a $40 book. So I've been using the shipping service right here behind me, Power Postal. They've been good 3 years, no issues. I've gone to the post office twice. They lost one package. So I'm going to drop this off as an end of the year thank you. She's a big Friends fan. Let's see if she likes this. Super busy in there, but I was able to give it to her and she was super happy. All right, I sold something on Christmas, and I've had this a long time. And it sold for a small amount. It was listed for a small amount, and it's something that I like to try to sell to get my money back. And I took a gamble on this little thing, and I sold him on eBay for $5.99, which means the bag that I got him in, well, I got my money back, and whatever I got in the bag with this guy, well, I got for free. All right, we sold Sea Level, which is an 80s jazz quartet for $7.19 on eBay. All right, we sold Digimon Monsters, so volume 1 and 2, and I paired these guys up together. $14.99 on eBay. These were going to the flea market, and somebody bought them Friday night. All right, we sold these X-Men Power Stack cards. They come from the X-Men board game, and I've parted these out, and this is the second set of cards, and this set of cards sold for $12.34. This little guy here I picked up at a Goodwill for $3, and he sold for $54. They are vinyl figures just like Funko Pops, but they are made by U2's, a company that specializes in figures and events that happen related to YouTube. So one positive reinforcement, you know, after any kind of sale, whether it's how much you made or how much you didn't make, you could do this and this will help. So these are all the containers that contained something. Now I have all this extra space to fill it with goods to make, you know, better in the future. It's not to say everything in there is sold, but I was able to consolidate and make that room. So it is, you know, somewhat of a realistic viewpoint of, you know, volume, and every little bit counts in this reselling grind. Welcome to the Retro Ventures Flea Market Post-Game Report, brought to you by this guy, Joshua.
This girl, Jessica.
Nice to meet you guys. So, big question. How much did we make?
Wah, wah, wah. We made about $226.
I can't make that in one day in DoorDash. I've only done it twice in 3 years. So we did actually, not bad. I'm okay with that. The other good news is there now.
Wait, I might need to save that recording and play that back to you.
Okay. But the big takeaway is that the flea market is now going to align themselves with the other flea market across the street at that antique mall. So there's going to be same day crowds from that antique mall coming to this antique mall and vice versa.
So we're moving from second Saturday of every month to now third Saturday every month.
So that's a little bit exciting. I think they're going to be able to fill those spots because I think there's a waiting list on that other antique mall. We sold at the flea market, but we also love picking up stuff at the flea market. My wonderful wife got me some goodies.
I did. After listening to this gentleman here talk about steelbooks, I've got these 3 that I picked up.
So we got Scarface, limited edition, a sealed promo cards. What is this?
I don't know. Didn't open it, so I can't tell you.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Anchorman 1 and 2 steelbook, awesome, and in really good condition. Nice. Django Unchained, Quentin Tarantino. I actually watched this. This is actually pretty good Western.
Careful, yeah.
It's all complete and in really good shape.
And then these as well for our...
She got this for...
So it was, they were doing buy 5, get 1 free, and it was $1. So for 6 movies, I paid $5.
Oh, and we needed Expendables too.
We did.
Wow.
Yeah.
With the slipcover.
Yeah, and it's
Nice.
got the thing inside.
This one's cool. Shaun of the Dead, awesome. Hot Fuzz, not so awesome.
I liked Hot Fuzz.
And I haven't seen The World's End yet.
Yes,
so,
we did.
Okay, so I don't remember. This will be a nice little binge watch then.
Yeah.
What's the overall value of these eBay?
About $80.
Getting physical media that's retired, out of print, or special or limited edition types, $5, $80 value.
If we bought this stuff at Goodwill, we'd be paying $2.29 for
yeah.
each one.
So I'm not a huge Saw fan. I loved the first one. After that, excuse me, Dr. Pepper wanted to say something and I wouldn't let him. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that presentation of the box set. I see Saw movies at every Goodwill I go to, so I don't buy Saw movies. But when it comes to special edition box sets with these little whistles and bells, sealed, brand new for $1, this is what I love about
Or
flea
technically
markets.
that could be my free one.
So this alone is probably what, worth $20?
Yeah.
Sealed. I had $10 limit that I was giving myself because I had a $10 cash tip from the week before for delivering pizza, and I spent my $10 on Hardy Boy books, guys. I got a big stack of them. They were all in excellent condition. These are from the 80s. I want to say, more specifically, 81 first editions. I read Hardy Boys growing up, and it was always the blue hardcover editions. It always fit in with the Scooby-Doo mystery cartoons that I loved watching. Had to do with the Sherlock Holmes and the Charlie Chan black and white movies that my mom would love to watch, that I grew up loving to watch as well. As we are going to build a media wall, I said, you know what? I'd love to pay homage to some of the books of my childhood, and what better books but the Hardy Boys. And getting this stack of books just really made my day. Had some great interactions as well with people I didn't get on camera. So overall, very successful day. Remained positive and it worked out.
By the way, these aren't going on the media wall. We're not putting books on the media wall.
What?
He likes to make up. We're not doing that.
It's the joys of being married. Compromise. It's media. We're building a media wall. Media wall. Media. We won't do them all. Maybe just like the mummy case and like the werewolf one, just to add to that little horror section component that I'm gonna put in there.
I can only see the future fights in our future.
That's awesome. Is that positive or negative? I'm not sure. We got a huge score yesterday for next week.
Gosh, can't wait for that video.
And guess what? She gave me shit about not door dashing. I said, I'm not feeling it today, babe. Just let me go with this. Let me do what I need to do. And she scored some of the greatest MCM scores of our 3-year sourcing history. You're welcome. I'm hoping, this is the second time where I said, we need to go now. And it paid off for her. The first time was the record. The second time, she gets the MCM score of her life at 2 Goodwills back to back of the same thing. You have to stay tuned. Watch next week's episode. She's laughing now, but I guarantee you when you see what she got, she's going to be thanking me and apologizing for laughing at me now.
It wasn't your idea. You're taking credit for something that wasn't your idea.
It was my idea. I said, we need to go now, right?
No, you didn't.
Was me. I said, we need to go now. I was actually out the door first. I was waiting on her.
That was to pick up our estate sale stuff. That was not, because after we got
We're also going to include in the video how we're sourcing off estate sales, and we scored also some great pickups with online auctions. Man, I couldn't believe the prices that we got some of these items for. And then on the way home, all of this MCM stuff started popping off.
Because you said,
but I said, we have to go now. And literally, we were pulling the stuff off the carts. Had I not said now, she wouldn't have got it.
You stick to your story. Whatever, bro.
It's the truth. The timeline doesn't lie. And then, bam, you're pulling off MCM off the cart.
After we left, picking up the estate sale stuff, you said, what do you want to do next? It was not, I'm already headed there.
So I was giving her the option. Like, I don't just arbitrarily tell her what we're doing. I already knew what we were going to be doing, but I gave her the option, right? Maybe I wanted her input. Maybe I wanted her to feel like she's part of the team. I'm not the one in the driver's seat, although I was driving, like she does. She just goes to where she wants to go. Blinders on. Nobody else matters. With me, hey, what would you like to do?
Ooh, it's really smelling in here.
Great, because that's what I was already going to do, right? All right, guys, thanks for watching. And anytime you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, share. I hope you enjoy the content. Tune in for next week. You're not gonna believe what we got.